first 60 minutes of the Italy game is always a really hard game. However, I think that Ireland should get on top after. If Ireland sort of play a slow type of game, basically, I think Italy will get on top early. But if they can keep mix it up pace-wise and get the ball wide and get our good backs running at them, I think it'll make all the difference. Well, they're really big, strong, tough men. It's really like playing sort of for a student team against a big sort of junior club. Big guys. So if the weather is kind of wet and it can be very slow and it suits them down to the ground, they love nothing more than getting into a few scrums, a big scrummaging session. So from an Irish point of view, they have to move the ball around. They have to move these guys. So when it does come to scrum time, that these guys are really tired coming into it, so they won't be able to push as hard.
I don't think they'll feel the pressure of being other champions. I think that, they have their goals irrespective of what they did last year. And I don't really see them feeling under any more pressure for this game than they would under any other one. The team he's picked is what the one he thinks is based on form. It's a very strong team because it's a very strong squad. It's the bones of the team that has been so successful in last season, and there's always going to be a few selection headaches, but it's a very good position for any coach to be in. It's that tight for competition in so many different places.
And if you look at last season in Rome, for the first 40 minutes, well, 38 minutes, it was a very tough encounter before Ireland broke loose. So especially first up, it might catch Ireland a little bit rusty, not having played since November as a team. You would think that Ireland are in a position now, though, that they should be taking this for granted as a win. But what's more important is probably the performance going forward with Paris in mind, because I think that could be the clincher for the whole series. Ronan O'Gara's in great form again, but also Sexton came back and did so well getting that drop goal. There's a few other selections. Obviously, I think Jerry Flannery coming in, it's maybe looking towards the French game and giving him game time, but a bit risky against the Italians, who said are very strong up front. So that would be a big ask for him. On the flank, McLaughlin coming in, he's been very good for Leinster all season, and I think he should be able to fit into the back row with his work rate. Against Italy, it's going to be quite tough for him because it's quite a physical encounter. And Andrew Trimble's been in great form for the last month. A bit tough, I thought, in Shane Horgan, but that's Trimble's the younger player and maybe looking to 2011, the World Cup.
I think it's 6-7-2 is the split. Two Ulster, 7 Munster, 6 Leinster. So I'm happy with that. And it always has been a good blend now, but this is probably the last season, and I'll see you'll see change again. Maybe Ulster might become the more predominant team in the next year or two. They have a lot of talent coming through, but no, I'm happy with the split at the moment. I think McLaughlin is a bit of a gamble. He is playing very well, but I think Alan Quinlan has played exceptionally well over the last. And if you want somebody to fill a gap, no better man, and he'd come in, play very well against the Italians, and then he'd be hard to shift. So maybe the selectors are sort of looking at it and sort of say, okay, this is a guy for the future. He's 25, he has played well, physically he's strong enough, and I think he'll do a good job, but no complaints.